Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 11, season 11 of Rebuilding Dundee United. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that like button if you're still enjoying the series. It really helps the series, helps me. If you really want to help me, you can always become a patron. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. About 80 pence a month minimum, or $1 I think it is. That'd be massively appreciated. Also, you'll find a link at the very top of the description to my Custard Profit Creator Showcase episode. If you haven't already, please go and help me. Help support him as well by clicking the link, giving the video a like, maybe even watching it, maybe even subscribing to Mr. Custard himself. That would be hugely appreciated. But what is appreciated is your support with this series, and I can't believe we're on season 11. I mean, that's maybe a good sign that the series has been enjoyable, because when you're enjoying something, it flies. It's not felt like a chore. I can't believe it's probably coming to an end. I thought it'd end a few episodes ago, but we've managed to squeeze a few more seasons out. But it's just been a joy, an absolute pleasure to play. Been flying through it, loving it. And this season is going to be a crazy season. It could be the last season. There's definitely a lot going on, and I've got to try and get it all into 25 minutes. So let's stop talking. Let's get started. We were favourites again, but I think we're the best team. We're taking over that dream team 11. Got some really solid players. And like you know, from last year, we didn't really make any changes. So I think we carried that over, and that's what helps us win the league. I had a whole different philosophy last year where I had two teams, an A team and a B team. The A team was for the league in Europe. The B team was for the two domestic cups. Obviously, we didn't get to any cup finals, but we did all right in the Champions League quarterfinals, wasn't it? And then at least we won our title back. Did it back to back, which is amazing. So we've got 3 league titles in the last 4 years. So yeah, this year, I mean, things are going to be a bit different. Random things are going to happen. It's going to be a crazy season. So like I showed you in the last episode, we had a decent young player, a young striker who did okay for us. So I decided one of my 3 strikers had to go because I needed some money. We needed to generate some cash. And I bought Keith Murphy the year before. He's only been with us a year. But Everton came in for him. About 14 million we got for him. I like the other 2 guys. So I thought, do you know what? Let's just sell him. Let's try and build up some cash. Scott Duncan was a decent player, good young player, one of our own, right? He's never really played for me. He's a squad player. But Bristol City, who I think are in the Championship, offered me 8 million for him. I sold my starting goalkeeper, John Chalmers. He's also gone to the Championship. He went to Derby for a couple of mil. I also sold another backup midfielder, Darrell Atkinson. He wanted to leave because he wasn't playing too much. Got rid of a lot of younger players. McLean was my backup left back. He's been with us a while. We got him from Hearts a few years ago. He was my starter for a long time. And he was upset about not playing. Sunderland and a few clubs came in for him actually. And Blackburn was one of them. You know, I wanted to like plug some gaps. And even though I've enjoyed having a full squad for the last 2 seasons, I felt like there's always a time when you spend some money, and you'll see what I've spent. You have to maybe dip back into that loan market. So we needed another left back, and decided to loan a left back. We've got 20-year-old Englishman Charles Michael. Obviously, we're selling a few midfielders. We needed some more quality, so I decided to loan one. We've loaned this guy, Juan Manuel Olmos. Nearly didn't get his work permit, then he did. From Real Madrid, worth a ton of money. Can cover in defence, but he's coming in as a defensive midfielder. We've got 8 million for Duncan, and I've replaced him with Augustin Brault. So I'm calling him. He's French, and he was released by Liverpool on a free. Now, he's not the best passer in the world, but I love his first touch, his teamwork, his vision, his work rate, his flair. He has got something about him now. Obviously, he's got Doyle and Matheson ahead of him. But he's not bad, is he? I made 2 biggish signings. One is Alex Humphries. 23-year-old Englishman, was put up for sale. I think he was at Spurs, and he was on loan at West Ham last year. I think he's great. They don't want him. And this is what I mean. You can get players like this who at this age now who are just ready to leave them bigger teams in England. And we are a top 20 team in Europe. So I mentioned him in the last episode that I'd like him in my team. And I called him Gary McInnes. But my mate Brian, the Glaswegian, my little Rangers best friend, sent me a WhatsApp telling me it's Gary McInnes. I think that's how you say it. So we're going with that now. He used to be a wonderkid goalkeeper. He was last year. He's got a bit older now. He's 21, obviously. And whenever you look at Rangers, they only spend about 900 grand a year. They don't have any money, and I don't know why. So when I went in with a massive deal, it's spread out. It's going to be about 20 million or something. And they couldn't say no. We've got great centre-halves. Ryan Solojov. Solojov, his contract's running out at the end of the season, will not sign a new one. But I think I've got a world-class right back in LETSPLAY. Hutchinson's a good player. In the middle, you know the score with Doyle and Matheson. We've got Brown now, we've got Kane, we've got Bergam. Up front, we've got Jackie Joyce. Don't forget Malone. He's a great player. I showed you in the last episode. McAllister, who don't look great, but he's just superb. He has mega bids. Davidson's the same. He gets loads of interest. And that's the running theme now. This is the season we need to do something big. Because if we don't, this team's getting ripped to shreds. If I stayed, it's getting ripped to shreds. If I did an Into the Future episode to see what happens after I leave, it's getting ripped to shreds. A lot of the big players want to leave. They're getting the red pecked. They've done the deed. People like Herbie Kane want a new challenge. They all want new challenges. Obviously, financially, we've got money in the bank, but I've got now to spend, and that's why I had to tap into that low market. Even though I generated cash, and the club is going to keep on spending some money in other areas. You'll see the expanded stadium there. It's going up to what, 40,000. They do it again, so they spend even more money in it. As soon as it's complete, they do it again. So we start this season with a newer stadium, bigger stadium, and then by the end of the year, it should be upgraded again. And we've got a few more scouts in. That's about it. No one's gone. Everyone's still the same, and it is absolutely world class. We are just leaps and bounds ahead of every team around us, even teams in England. I know for a fact because I've played that many saves. I can't see there being anyone in the world with the level of quality of staff that we've got. Obviously, the Premier League, I want to win it. They want us to challenge for it. I want to win it. I'm just getting 3. That is like crazy. Champions League, obviously, we're going to the group stage. Just want us to be competitive. I'm looking at the quarters. We did quarters last year. Quarters are minimum. I'd like to get back to a semi. We'll see what happens. And then the domestics. I wasn't going to do the full-on A team, B team again this year. I was going to be a little bit more flexible. I was possibly going to even take risks in the league. Now, this is a squad arranged by ability. And, yeah, solid job. Doesn't want to sign that new deal. Nothing I can do all year. And I'll just give you a little tip. Sometimes when a player will get a big injury and they're adamant they're not going to sign, they'll sign because they're worried. So you know they're going to get better. So it's a risk, but you can get them signed to a contract. So it sounds bad. I played the whole season hoping he'd get a big injury. Never happens. Obviously, we're there at the top. The biggest club is Scotland. Frankie's still kept his job at Celtic. I think his 2 domestic cups helped him. Rangers have a new manager, which, you know, they have had a bit of a merry-go-round of managers. They had Vincent Kompany last year. Dundee, their manager left, so they've had to get a new manager, and he's pretty good. So we'll have to see what he does, because they're in the Champions League qualifiers, aren't they? 4 teams this year in the Champions League. Insane. Now, people always ask me, can we see how everyone's doing? I try. I can never fit it in. It takes forever to try and show you how 6 or 7 teams have done in Europe. It takes 10 minutes or something. Neil Lennon's back. He's at Hibs. He got sacked, didn't he, a while back? Some of the cool ones on. Luka Modric, Aberdeen, David Moyes, Hamilton. It's Virgil van Dijk. The Liverpool centre-half at Alloa. Pre-season was amazing. We had a training camp out in Denmark, which is pretty fancy for us. We normally just go to England. So we didn't go on a tour. We had a training camp, and I just organised 3 games, one at the start, the middle, and the end, against local sides, of course. Good ones, all really legendary teams. We beat every one of them. And then we came home, went to Ayr, my favourite team, and our affiliate. And then I had a big gap, so I thought, I'm going to arrange 2 friendlies. And because I feel like we're an actual European force, well, let's play some of the big hitters. So because Bayern are doing so well in real life, they're such a big club, and I like Bayern, I picked them. And then because Real Madrid are like the kings of Europe, I picked them, and we battered them both. Now I know they're only friendlies, so you don't take too much from it, but we still beat them. We beat Bayern 4-0 and Real Madrid 5-1. Just remember them 2 legendary clubs. Then it was on to the League Cup, and you know, we've had bad luck in this really. We've only ever won it once. We've been to a few finals. Not took it too serious the last few years, but you know, it's still a cup to be proud of. And we started our campaign with a B team, beating Kilmarnock 3-1. Then it was the first of many battles with a D. Many. You'll see for yourself later. And we just about did it with a B team, pretty much. Next it was Rangers away. And a B teamed it. Because I just thought, Saki, I'm not bothered. Didn't expect to actually win 3-1, but fair play to my boys. Maybe Rangers, you know, were lacking. Happy days. I think they've beat us in a couple of finals, haven't they? In the Betfred. Now, I did a B team. I went for it. I wanted to try and win it. Why not? Get to the final. Let's go for it. It might have taken away from us in the season. Maybe. You'll see for yourself soon. But it's just nice to get my hands on it. As you can see, we got to 2 finals. Got beat off Celtic. But that was back when we were nothing, really. We basically had Shankland, that was it. So I was happy to get there. Then we finally beat Rangers, who then beat us the year after. And we've been nowhere near it for 3 years. And then to beat Celtic, yeah, it's pretty special. And you might start seeing a theme here. We're halfway through the season. Unbeaten in pre-season. Unbeaten in the Betfred. Unbeaten in the league. We've drawn 5. We've got the leading goal scorer. He's also Matheson's 3rd best player. Tommy Doyle's a legend. Now, a lot of that's been built on our outstanding defence. Like, look at the state of that defending compared to the next team, Celtic. Don't get me wrong, we're decent. We're only 2 goals off Celtic, but they are a force, man. But they spend a shit ton of money. They always spend money. It's Ross County. They've come out of nowhere, like, really. With nothing, so it's a good thing to see a team like that do well. This is Group F, and we are still undefeated. I mean, I think the draw was a 0-0 against Ajax. There's the wins for you. Yeah. What can I say? I mean, don't get me wrong. Athletic Madrid are good, but we should be beating Ajax and Slavia Prague now anyway. But fantastic, innit? I mean, I've loved it. Like I said, I've ploughed through this season, but it's been easy. You can see for yourself here. Look, undefeated. Pre-season was great. If we get into the season, like, I haven't beat Celtic. Well, sorry, I have, my bad. In the cup final, but in the league, I think we've drawn them twice. Was the other one a 0-0? Yep, there it is. Dundee, obviously in the league, we played them and beat them, which is always a pleasure. Sorry, D fans. Now we've got a long way to go. We're still in the Champions League, and look who we've drawn. I'm not scared though. I know it's only a friendly, but I'm not scared. Ain't scared of you. Valverde. So yeah. That's why I said remember Real Madrid. So this is a squad arranged by average rating, and I've got some fantastic players, but you're going to see a lot more wanted there. Look how many wanteds there are. Look how many unhappies there are. None of them unhappies are wanting a new deal. They want more playing time or they want a new challenge. But I was well annoyed, right? And you're going to see it when I jump forward. I feel like we're a big club now. We haven't got tons of money at the minute, not to spend, but we are a big club. Successful in Europe, champions, right? My board are going to do something that's just pissed me right off. It put a sour taste in my mouth. I'm getting all these bids in and I'm rejecting them all. And then 2 bids come in for 2 of my very, very best players. And they accept them and overrule me. Now we end up with a ton of money. But I'm left pissed off. And I don't even replace them. Because I feel like I've got decent backups. I carry on. Because I looked, but there was no... I just didn't feel like there's anyone. I just felt pissed off. Like, part of me felt like not self-sabotaging. I just felt really angry that they'd sell. And I've been raving about LETSPLAY for ages, saying I think he's a Premier League right back, the young Englishman. Well, Manchester United came in with a bid of about 30 million. I turned down a few and that was okay, but 30 million apparently is fine. He is ex-City, which is crazy. The other player they sold for around 30 million as well was Freddie Davidson, who was my backup striker, but had been playing the whole season as a right winger and was outstanding. He was fantastic. And it's just annoying that they do it behind your back. I've still got a great team, especially in Scotland. We are still fantastic. Even losing those 2 boys and not really replacing them, it's kind of helped the old squad in a way because more people are getting games. Mr. Van Dickhead's team at the bottom of the league. But yeah, we're top of the league, 10 points clear. Already qualified for the Champions League. Celtic second. Ross County is still up there. The D. I mean, they've got some good young players. They brought in some good players in the summer with the Champions League money, but maybe it was the manager. With the manager going and leaving on for bigger, better things, and then I'm getting a new one. That transition, the struggle. I've got 77 million in the bank. I've got 40 to spend. That'll go up. I mean, if I did do a 12th season, I've never had a transfer kitty like that before. Maybe we could really do something, but I just feel those 2 guys were lost, and then the fact that so many other players are going to be going as well, I don't even think that'd cover it. I think this club could be in trouble. We started against Stranraer. We beat them 2-0. And then at A teamed it because it was Derby Day and we got beat. The bloody D. Honestly. Fair play to them. They've had the best year in the league. They're in the final against Hearts. But that to me is a beautiful thing. I mean, we're not in it again, which is weird. Is that 2 years running? How weird is that? Because of us and Celtic, it has been a bit boring, hasn't it? Celtic forever, then us, then Celtic, then us for free, and then Celtic. So finally it's going to get broken. On to the Champions League, and we went to the Bernabeu in Madrid and drew 0-0. But I just felt good about it, especially drawing 0-0 away, because we beat them 2-1 at home. Pretty even game, but we just had the edge. Jackie Joyce, and the man who's leaving us, we got him on a free. If he leaves on a free, we've had some fantastic seasons out of him. I'm just devil. He's so good. Great defensive midfielder. World-class centre-half. Bayern Munich. Munchen, whatever you want to call them. We beat them in pre-season. When we drew these, I was like, how weird is that? Random friendlies I never normally have. I ended up drawing them in the knockouts in the Champions League. So we beat them 2-0. Next one, though, bit of a nail-biter. Because we got beat. Goes to penalties. Do you know what I'm like with penalties? I'm like, screaming the house down. And then, I moaned about this in the last episode. Like, my prayers have finally been answered. Because we've drawn the mighty, biggest club in all the world, Manchester United. We've never looked at this, have we? But United have won a few. City have nicked one. And Chelsea have won the last 3 back-to-back. But Spurs could win one. So we've lost 2 players. We haven't replaced them. We're soldiering on through. We're doing okay in the league, but we've still got important games to play and Champions League semi-finals, and that can affect you sometimes. Sometimes it hasn't. We've been great in the Championship group, but we're not far off winning the league. I had to think about how I was going to do this. We kicked off full team, full pelt, and we beat Celtic. Sterling getting 2. Bit of an issue here, though. I've lost Freddie on the right. I now lost McAllister and Sterling in this game, and they weren't going to be fit towards the very end of the season. Somehow, United were shit. I know some of you probably say you are with shit. Funny. But, yeah. Yeah, soldier through a patched up team here. I've got my backup left winger here, Smithy. And Stephen, who's a central midfielder who can cover on the right from the reserves, and we still beat him. We had Ross County in between, remember, in the Championship group, and the B team did try to play guys who just had not been played, try to rest players, only best players at least. But it paid off because I managed to put a team together that could half do a job with Stephen back on right wing, and we drew 1-1. They were amazing this time, though. Bit of FM luck. Now, the year we nearly got to the European Cup final was when they got cheated in a European Cup semi-final against Roma. Roma then went on to the final to play Liverpool. Should have been United in that final. I felt like this is like a weird thing. Like the gods have all come together for football and said, there you go, United, you were cheated out of it. Have a go, see if you can do it. I followed that up with a loss to Aberdeen, but I didn't exactly B-team this. It was a bit of a mixed match because everyone's fucking knackered. We then beat Partick Thistle 1-0, and then we got beat off Rangers again 1-0, but no one's asked, and no one was asked because we won the league ages ago. Champions, man, by 8 points. We ended up losing 4 games. It'd been nice to be invincible, but I'm okay with that. What's cool is, though, remember, you get all these extra European spots. They've now gone down to 7th, so even though they're not in the Champions League again, but even though they didn't qualify for the Champions group, they've got a chance in Europe, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the league needs to get bigger, really. Or everyone's going to be in Europe eventually, aren't they? They get too many spots. Crosstown rivals, because they're crosstown now, because we've got a new gaff. They're still in the same old shithole. Won it in extra time with an own goal. Unfortunate Hearts fans, but you know what? It's great for the city of Dundee. All the victories we've had this year. Everything's been won in Scotland by a team from Dundee. There's a Champions League final in the beautiful historic city of Athens in Greece, in Greece's national stadium, I think that is, nearly 70,000 capacity, against one of the most successful teams in European history with Thomas Tuchel as their manager. Holy shit, we've done it. We're here. Can we go all the way? This team will not be this team again. This is our last chance. It's being held together with sticky tape and blue tack. It's got holes all over it. Matheson's now got a white beard out of nowhere. So yeah, I don't think I've been this nervous in a long time. And I mean, I'm nervous. Like I said, I finished playing it before, and I've had to take my son to my mum's. I've been at McDonald's, I've been shopping, I've been tired in the house, and I have just had this on my mind all morning. I'm knocking them for being 7th. And I know our league has got much stronger, but it's still the Premier League. It's still financially backed. They've still got quality. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Checking the old VAR penalty review. Please don't give a penalty. No penalty! Hey! I don't think I breathed then for about 10 minutes. It takes forever, that, doesn't it? But they're going to come right at us. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't know where that was going then. We should have been playing these in Rome 40 years ago, whatever it was. Got cheated out of it. You know what I mean? That should drive you alone. The passion in the fans. I mean, these old fellas in the fucking crowd who were little boys then, who, you know, never got over that. We've still got class. I know I've lost 2 good players, but we've got class. Come on. Well done. Malone, I mean, Jesus. I knew he was alright, but I've been loaning him out and he's developed and he's not a world star. But maybe he's a Dundee United lad. He loves the city, he loves the club. Okay. Oh, man. You probably do it yourself, but if you watch my stuff, you know how invested I get into it, and I've put hours into this save, and I'm in a Champions League final here against Liverpool with Dundee United, where we've had this great season, but I've had things happen that have just annoyed me. I mean, I had my whole right-hand side basically took away. Because Freddie was my right winger, Stapling was my right back. Oh, here we go, here we go. Matthews, who's filled his shoes and done a really good job, you know. A lot of pressure on his shoulders. Come on, boys. Bit of pressure here from us. Can we do anything with it? Matheson, great player, wants to leave. Wants to go to play for a bigger team. But if we won the Champions League, who's bigger than us then? It'd be great to see where we end up in the rankings then, wouldn't it? Here's Kano, come on, cuts it across. Oh, we've done it! 1-0 up. McAllister, no, 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 no. Has it been disallowed? Oh, he's well off, isn't he? No, I just, as a United fan, you're brought up to hate Liverpool and Leeds and City. I don't. Oh, come on. Oh! Oh, man, I'm sorry. I know what I'm like. I try to do me screaming away from the mic. No, good save. We're in the Champions League final. It's 0-0. We've saved the penalty. Ooh, it's exciting. Come on, United. Come on. We do so well in cup finals. Come on. Matheson, right, Doyley. Vision pass, long ball to Malone, the kid. 20 minutes to go. You're probably wondering, why is the kid playing? I forgot to tell you. Freaking Jackie Joyce is injured. It's like the whole world just wants to kick me square in the nuts. Now, I know he was leaving. That was totally fine. He didn't want to sign a new deal. But he went before the Champions League final. He went at the end of the season. Which, how stupid is that? Surely he would be staying till the end of the Champions League, wouldn't he? I'm not making any subs. Got a lot of yellows. I'm hoping we don't lose a man. And I'm gambling. They've made their subs. I'm gambling. If it goes to extra time, I can assess, take off some yellows, freshen things up. Extra time. The gamble's sort of paid off. Time to do some changes. Brought 3 yellows off. Herbie Kane's come on, defensive midfield. Bergam can cover at right back, so he's gone out there at right back to get rid of that yellow card. And then I've made Smith come on. I've put McAllister out wide on the right, but turned him into an inside forward. You know, I am patching up holes. I hope this don't go to penalties though, because it's extra editing. The episode gets longer. I have to cut out good things throughout the season, even though it's dramatic. Oh fuck! Come on, boys. Come on. Here's Matheson. Come on. A little bit of magic. A little bit of magic. Just keep going, kid. Just keep going. Well, 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 well. More booed. Penalty dramas. Up steps Doyle to take the first one. Come on, mate. Let's get a good start here. Well done. De Jong up against Scotland's #1. He's an absolute beast, this keeper of mine. Matheson, big time player. Big time player. Ramos. 2-2. Centre half to take it. Don't do a Southgate. Don't do a Southgate. Don't fucking do a Southgate. Not even going to attempt to say his name. Come on, mate. Come on, you can save this. Up steps Malone. Great season, the kid. He's had to come out of nowhere this year, especially after Freddie went. Only had 2 strikers. Oh, he's missed it. Come on, mate. Come on. You save one in the game. You can save one. You need to save one. And he does! Didn't Arnold take the penalty in the game? And miss. Oh, he's going to be flapping, isn't he? Not this time. No, he's not flapping at all. Such a good player for me. No. Oh, man. Seriously. Oh. Well, there you go. That was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Still a good season. 3 titles back to back in a Betfred. This team of mine is getting ripped to shreds this summer. Whatever happens, and I think whatever happens is out of my hands. I think the way I feel right now, I'm done. Well, there we go. That is the end of episode 11 and the end of rebuilding Dundee United. I want to thank everyone who supported me from episode 1 on this and come all the way through. Any United fans, hopefully you'll stick around and won't leave. Some of you probably will, but I do tend to hopefully keep some of you like I did with Coventry and stuff like that. But I think it's run its course, so I'm looking forward to doing something a bit different, a bit new, and a bit fresh, something that might cheer me up, because right now I know it's only a game, but I am heartbroken. What a way that would have been to end it. And even though it's been successful, I just feel so nice to lift that cup, won it. Anyway, you can't win them all, and we've won so many. We've had so many good moments, haven't we, over this series? Penalties and championships and the live comms and stuff. So, you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. So, again, thank you for the support. Smash that like button. Stay subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Go and check out my other videos. Appreciate every single one of you sitting here and watching. So, thank you. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.